The Malacañang Palace Ghosts, Shadows of Power. The Malacañang Palace, nestled along the banks of the Pasig River in Manila, is more than just the official residence of the President of the Philippines. It is a place steeped in history, where the nation's most powerful figures have lived and ruled for over a century. But behind its stately facade and grand halls lies a shadowy world of eerie tales and ghostly encounters that have haunted its corridors for generations. The palace's history dates back to 1750, when it was originally built as a summer home for a Spanish aristocrat. Over the years, it transformed into the seat of power in the Philippines, witnessing countless historical events, political dramas, and personal tragedies. With such a rich and often tumultuous history, it's no surprise that many believe Malacañang is home to more than just the living. Among the most famous specters said to roam the palace is the ghost of President Manuel L. Quezon, the first president of the Commonwealth of the Philippines. Quezon, who lived in Malacañang during his presidency in the 1930s, is often seen wearing a white suit, wandering the halls as if still attending to matters of state. Staff members have reported hearing his footsteps echoing through the corridors late at night and feeling an inexplicable presence in rooms he once occupied. Some believe that Quezon's spirit remains tied to the palace, still deeply concerned with the nation's welfare. Another widely reported apparition is the Black Lady, a mysterious figure dressed in black, often seen gliding silently through the palace's shadowy corners. Her identity remains unknown, but she is believed to be the spirit of a woman who met a tragic end within the palace grounds. Those who have encountered her describe a cold, unsettling feeling, as if she carries with her the sorrow and despair of her untimely death. Malacañang is also said to be haunted by the spirits of soldiers who perished during World War II when the palace was occupied by Japanese forces. Their restless souls are believed to roam the palace grounds, with sightings of shadowy figures in military uniforms and the sound of marching boots heard in the dead of night. Some staff members have reported seeing the ghostly image of a soldier standing guard, only for him to vanish when approached. In addition to these human spirits, there are tales of a kapre, a mythical tree-dwelling giant from Filipino folklore, residing in the palace gardens. This towering creature is said to be a guardian of the palace, often seen smoking a large cigar and watching over the grounds. While generally considered a benign presence, the kapre's appearance is enough to send shivers down the spine of anyone who crosses its path. The Grand Staircase of Malacañang is another hotspot for paranormal activity. This elegant staircase, which has seen countless dignitaries and world leaders ascend and descend its steps, is also the site of numerous ghostly encounters. Many who have walked the staircase alone have reported feeling an unseen hand brush against them or hearing soft whispers in their ears. Some believe these are the spirits of past residents, still reliving the moments of their lives in the palace. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of the Malacañang hauntings is the Room of Mirrors, a room filled with large, ornate mirrors that reflect not only the physical world but, some say, the spiritual one as well. Several guests and staff members have claimed to see faces staring back at them that do not belong to anyone in the room. These apparitions, often described as pale and expressionless, are said to be spirits trapped between the worlds of the living and the dead, unable to move on from the palace. Despite these eerie tales, the palace continues to function as the heart of the Philippine government. Each president who has lived there has faced the challenge of not only leading the nation but also coexisting with the spirits of the past. Some have embraced the hauntings, seeing them as a connection to the country's rich history, while others have chosen to avoid certain parts of the palace altogether. The Malacañang Palace stands as a symbol of power and legacy, but also as a place where the past and present coexist in a delicate balance. Its ghostly inhabitants are a reminder that history is never truly forgotten, and that the walls of this grand palace hold stories of not just political power, but also of love, loss, and the mysteries that lie beyond the grave.
Subscribe to Horror of History for more.